Hey everybody, welcome back to DillOpens stuff. So I just want to point out, we have our channel mascot back, the corpse of Skeet 2, but we also got two new little guys. We have Skeet 3 and Skeet 4. I picked them up for 60 something cents each. And I'm actually amazed they can stand up on their own. Uh-oh. Well, anyways, now that I have coronavirus all over my fingers, let's get into today's opening. So, as some of you may know, yesterday, I'm assuming anyways, because I don't know when I'm actually going to post this video, but let's just say yesterday, the new Sacred Beast structure decks came out. And as a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX that I am, of course I had to come pick them out. However, I bought some super glue instead. Ha, just kidding. You know Papa delivers the goods. I bought 3 of them. So, taking a look at the back of the box here. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh! GX fan's greatest dream come true. The 3 Sacred Beasts have been united under a single banner in Structure Deck Sacred Beasts, with new support to make them easier to summon and bolster their powers, impose true dueling dominance upon your opponents. And we get a buttload of monster cards, spell cards, trap cards, a couple of extra decks, which, by the way, so Phantasm Emperor Trilogy, I didn't even know this card existed, let alone was part of the Sacred Beast kind of, archetype, I guess, until recently. I have like an ultra rare of him, so I plan on making a Sacred Beast kind of budget deck and then throwing him in there. It won't be anything special, it'll just be something for fun, but I'm excited to, because I don't know if he's ultra rare in this. I don't even know if the Sacred Beasts are ultra rares in this, so I'm kind of excited to see what goes on. So we have the playmat, and I don't know if I ever mentioned this before, but so here's the, I don't have enough desk space. We have Uriah, Lord of Searing Flames, doing some fire thingy. Haman is over here doing some thingy, and Ravioli over here doing something. And I don't know if I ever mentioned this before, but I think these are cool. These playmats are cool. I mean, they're just paper, but I'd rather them not be playmats and just be like a poster. And I don't like all this extra monster, main monster. Like, I don't like the card zones being there. But it is what it is. Holy frick. And you got all this literature over here telling you how to play the deck, blah 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 blah. Won't be following this too much, just for the simple fact that I am making a meld of all 3 so I can, yeah, anyways. So that was that. Let's get right into the cards here. Get some literature on the back. Oh, and I probably should mention, so there is more Sacred Beast support cards in this deck, as you know, and this art is based off the new cards that they got. So peel off this nice bubblegum wrapper here, and let's take a look at the literature on the back real quick, just to get out of the way. So here's the beginner's guide, and I'm guessing that they put the rule books now on these little cards, and you QR code scan them. So if any of you want to learn Yu-Gi-Oh basics, here you go. And get it closer. Here you go. Legacy the Duelist ad. I have this game actually. It's fun. I mean, it's Yu-Gi-Oh. It's not as okay. So, just a quick aside. I think So Duel Links I don't really like because I don't like the kind of 3-card zone speed duel kind of format that they have going on there. I'm not a fan of it. I like bigger Yu-Gi-Oh, big boy Yu-Gi-Oh, but I like all the little graphics and effects that go into this game that Legacy of the Duelist does not have at all. It's super plain, just a simulator of Yu-Gi-Oh, and it's not like real special at all. Sometimes you get like cool 3D summonings, but it's just very lackluster in presentation compared to Duel Links. So that's honestly why I don't play it as much. But whatever. Duel Links, yeah. Alright, now let's actually get into the cards. I've been blue balling you for about 6 minutes here. We have... Okay, that's weird. So Raviel, Lord of Phantasms, Shimmering Scraper. From what I understand, I guess I've heard this is like an honest, but it's recyclable. I don't know a whole lot about these cards. I just know it was Sacred Beast support, and I was like, oh, let's go. So let's read this here. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned from your hand by attributing 3 monsters. You can only use each of the following effects of Raviel once per turn. Quick effect, you can discard this card and target 1 Raviel Lord of Phantasms you control for the rest of its turn. Its attack becomes double its current attack, and you can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. If this card is in your graveyard, tribute 1 monster to add. Oh, yeah, so it's pretty good actually, because Raviel has 4,000 attack, like always. Kind of like Obelisk. Huh. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. We also got Uriah, Lord of Searing Flames. Must be special summoned by sending 3 face-up traps you control to the graveyard. Gains 1,000 attack for each continuous trap in your graveyard, and once per turn, you can target 1 spell, set, or trap on your opponent controls and destroy it, and can't activate spell or traps in response to the effect activation. Then we got Haman. I'm getting my disgusting fingerprints on the card. Same thing with Haman here, except with continuous spells. And then, if this card destroys an opponent's monster and sends it to the graveyard, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. And while this card is in face-up defense position, monsters your opponent control cannot target monsters for attacks except this one. And with a 4,000 defense body, it's nice. And the original Raviel. Cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned from your hand by attributing 3 fiend monsters. Each time your opponent normal summons a monster, special summon 1 phantasm token, which is a fiend, dark level 1, 1,000 attack, 1,000 defense, but it cannot declare an attack. And once per turn you contribute 1 monster, this card's attack becomes equal to the attributed monster's original attack. Or it gains until the end of this turn. And we have Armityle, the Chaos Phantasm, which is the fusion of them, and it's a contact fusion. Can't be destroyed by battle, and it has 10,000 attack during your turn only. And that's just funny. That is just funny. So here's the Cerulean Skyfire, where the playmat Haman picture is based off of. It's pretty cool artwork. It's like doing lightning and crystals are coming up from the ground. That's interesting. So you got a special summon Haman, Lord of Striking Thunder, using its own procedure. You can also use face down spells you control. Oh, so that's pretty cool. So it doesn't have to be face up anymore. And if I'm not mistaken, it's just you can also use face down spells. It doesn't say continuous or anything, so it can just be anything. That's awesome. Once per turn, while you control an attack position Haman, Lord of Striking Thunder, you can negate any and all spell and trap effects activated by your opponent. Then change 1 Haman, Lord of Striking Thunder to defense, so its effect is activated to only attack it. Then if a face-up Uriah, Haman, or Raviel you control leaves the field, you take no damage this turn. That's awesome. This is cool. This is cool. And the Hyper Blaze, this is the Uriah spell, or trap. So this one allows you to use face-down traps you control instead of the face-up continuous ones. That's cool. this whole deck is cool. I really love like the Sacred Beast. I like the designs better than the Egyptian God cards, honestly. Except maybe Haman. But I think Uriah looks super cool, and I mean Raviel and Obelisk kind of just look the same to me. I just like Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, okay? So anyways, once per battle, when in a class, I can't read, I've never learned to read. When an attack is declared involving your Uriah, Lord of Searing Flames, you can send one trap from your hand or deck to the graveyard. As attack and defense become the number of face-up traps on the field and in the graveyard by 1,000. So it starts counting the field traps as well. Once per turn, you can discard one card, add to your hand, or special summon one Uriah, Haman, or Raviel, ignoring it. Oh, so you can add it or special summon it, ignoring the summoning condition. Oh, that's pretty cool too. And then this is the fusion card that allows him to get out Armatile super easily, or Triologe, but Armatile is the fun one. So you can banish from your hand, field, or graveyard the fusion materials listed on a Phantasm fusion monster. Then special summon that fusion monster from your active deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. Take no battle damage from attacks involving monsters special summoned by this effect. If you control Uriah, Haman, or Raviel, your opponent cannot activate card effects in response to this. So that's super cool. That's super cool. Then we got Chaos Core, Dark Beckoning Beast, and like all of these are super good for like consistency and stuff. I'm pretty sure one of them's a Stratos. I'm not gonna get too into it, and I really should. Maybe I should leave them on screen for longer. So if you wanted to pause and read the effects, let me go back here and yeah. So here we go. We got Dark Beckoning Beast. That wasn't Dark Beckoning Beast. That was Chaos Summoning Beast. This is Dark Beckoning Beast. Next we got Chaos Core, and all these are super lengthy. I don't want this video to be 30 minutes long. Nobody's gonna watch this video for 30 minutes. It's not entertaining in the least. Dark Summoning Beast. Phantom of Chaos. Phantom Sky Blaster. Mad Reloader. I can read this one. If this card is destroyed by battle instead of the graveyard, send 2 cards from your hand to the graveyard, and if you do, draw 2. Yeah, no, that's pretty neat. Brave Squirmer. Dark Rainbow. I mean, yeah, he works in this. I mean, works as in he's able to be summoned. That's cool. That's pretty cool actually. It's funny. Tragodia. Ooh, sweet. Radiant, the multi-dimension. There's a kaiju in here. Oh my gosh, let's go. Chaos Hunter. Puppet Master. Stygian Street Patrol. Farfa, male branch of the Burning Abyss. The Fabled Cerebral. If this card is discarded to the graveyard, special summon it. Oh, and it's the tuners. Oh, great. Oh, Danger Chupacabra. That's nice to have. Oh, and here we go. So, opening of the Spirit Gates. This is another one of the support, and I don't know if this is new or not. I think so. Anyways, when this card is activated, add 1 Uriah, Haman, or Raviel, or one monster that specifically lists one of those cards in its text from your deck to your hand. So this can pull any of like the summoning beasts or whatever that were listed earlier that I didn't feel like reading. You can add it from your deck to your hand, and once per turn you can discard 1 card, special summon 1 fiend monster with 0 attack and defense from your graveyard. Once per turn, if you control a level 10 monster, you can add 1 continuous spell from your graveyard to your hand. You can only activate opening the Spirit Gates once per turn. So yeah, this is a pretty good card. Like, really good for consistency and all that. Fallen Paradise, I believe, is their field spell. Yeah. Your opponent cannot target Uriah, Haman, or Raviel, or Amortile, not Triologe, because nobody cares. In your Chaos Monster Zone, or in your monster zones with card effects, also those monsters cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects while you control them. If you control Uriah, Haman, Raviel, or Amortile in your monster zone, you can draw 2 cards. You can only use the effect of Fallen Paradise once per turn, or this effect. So, sweet. Draw 2 every turn. Nice. Phantasmal Martyrs. While you have at least 2 other cards in your hand and control Uriah, Haman, Uriah or Haman, you can send your entire hand to the graveyard to special summon 3 Phantasmal Martyr tokens in attack position. Okay, so this sets up for Raviel, but he gets rid of your entire hand. So that's kind of a bummer. I mean, unless, you know, you have a way on field, which, you know, you have plenty of ways on field to add 1 to your hand, and then you can just poop it out. Now we're getting it. Oh, set rotation. Nice. Mound of the Bound Creator. I want to make a raw deck so bad. I like raw. Oh, 1-for-1. Nice. The beginning of the end. I thought this image was just all black, but it was a glare from the light. It was as some kind of weird key, like freaking, I don't know. If you have 7 or more monsters in your graveyard, banish 5 and then draw 3. That's fun. Pot of Desire. Owner's Seal. Return all monsters on the field to their field barrier. Swords of Concealing Light. MST. Awakening of the Sacred Beast. I think this is a new one too. This card gains these effects based on the number of Uriah, Haman, or Raviel with different names you control. 1 or more each time your opponent normal summons a monster, gain life points equal to the attack of that monster. Well, that's pretty cool. 2, negate activated effects of monsters your opponent controls. Ooh. And 3, any monsters sent to the graveyard are banished instead, or sent to your opponent's graveyard. And once per turn, if you control a level 10 monster, you can add a continuous trap from your graveyard to your hand. That's super crazy. That's awesome. Escape from the Dark Dimension. Shape Sister. Oh, and that's another way to get a Fiend token out on the field for Raviel. Imperial Custom. Mistake. Dark Factory of more production. Okay, cool. And here's Triologe. 3 level 10 monsters. If this card is special summon or another monster is special summoned from the graveyard to your field while you control this monster, target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half its original attack. You can only use this effect once per turn. Not great. Cool though. And his artwork like doesn't even. It doesn't show any Sacred Beast like relation on it. I mean, it could be manga exclusive, and it could be missing something, but I don't know. Here's the Phantasmal Martyr token from that one card, and here's a Phantasm token from the Raviel. And that's it, guys. So thanks for watching. I'll be sure to, have more content at some point. Probably not. And yeah, peace out.